It's still the same that I come up with the basic everything. But I usually do that on acoustic guitar. So even the heavy riffs, I've written on acoustic guitar. I have an idea. Basically, what I have is an idea how the song should start: the main riff, the verse, the pre-chorus, the chorus, the riff, the second verse, the second pre-chorus, the chorus. Usually, the middle sections of the songs, I leave for the band to do together, because I feel that it's better when you have everybody playing. It's easier to I usually don't sing at rehearsals, so I'm just listening, because I know the melodies. So I'm like humming maybe to the melodies in my own head, but I'm listening. I'm thinking, should it be faster? Should we have a breakdown here? Should there be like a half tempo midsection or whatever? It's a lot of like little detailed work. That's how it goes. I come up with the basic ideas, and then it might, in some cases, it changes completely. Like what? Well, Catherine will change a bit. They're pretty close to what I wrote back home, but I never do like demos on my own where I'd use like a drum machine and like a bass and electric guitars, because I know the guys in the band so well that it's way faster and way much more fun that I just bring an acoustic guitar and play them a riff and say that let's jam this riff. Then we start jamming that riff, and when it starts rolling and the band is in a good groove, then I'm like, okay, let's stop, and this is how the first verse goes. Then I show them that bass. So it's again like building a puzzle. And then when we have the whole song together, we record it, then we think about it. Then I listen to the demo for about a week, and keep on adding little things and think it should, some sections be shorter or longer or whatever. So I don't know if it's any different. I don't know how different people do it, but I like the way. I think it's creative for everybody involved. It's like I come up with the main idea. Let's say I'm the screenwriter, and then we all act the story together, and the producer is the guy who does the cinematography. He shoots it, and then the mixer is the guy who edits it, as in a film, and then post production is mastering. You could kind of compare it to filmmaking in that sense. Obviously, it's very different, but to get the idea how it goes. Usually it does, and it's supposed to. In this time around, Matt also mixes stuff, and now there's a lot of producers. What they do is that when we record an album, you mix at the same time as you record. Just change little bits and pieces, because it's so fast nowadays with a lot of music recorded on Pro Tools and done digitally. So he was doing really good rough mixes as guide mixes to the guy who actually mixed it. But yeah, there's stuff that changes. It just sounds better, bigger, but nothing drastic changes in there. The mastering is basically just setting up the level and the overall EQ for the album, that all the songs play at certain volume, and that it is as loud as possible without it clipping. Like the Metallica album, that just sounds horrible because it's so loud. It's like louder than anything else, but it's just there's a lot of digital clipping in that one. So they are very important things. But we had a good team, because Matt, the producer, had worked with Neil Avron, the mixing guy, so they knew each other. And then we knew Ted Jensen, who's mastering the album, and he's still doing a couple of tweaks, but it's like 99% done, or 99.9% done, very close to being finished. After maybe playing about 120 gigs on an album, you're bored with the songs. It's just, you've done everything you can, and especially nowadays, I think that the biggest mistake you can do is to play a same city too many times a year. You have to create anticipation, and it has to be special. So what we're trying to do, we're playing about 100 gigs, and then we see where we're at. And if people want to see us play more, then we will. Otherwise, we're going to go back home, and I start writing new album on Valentine's 2011, and then hopefully get it done by Halloween 2011. Get it out by Valentine's 2012, and then the world is going to end according to the Mayan calendar. So I always feel good about the Valentine Halloween combination. It's just good to, at least I like deadlines and I like frameworks. You know, because if you don't have any deadlines, it makes me a lazy boy, because you kind of like, I need to know that I'm working. I need to know that on Monday I need to be there. I need to be doing this and that. That keeps me going. I work better under pressure, but a lot of people do, I think. When you're under pressure of writing something really fast, you need a thing done now. You can be really zen about it too, because it will come. It always will at the end of the day. I've never fucked up a deadline. So, and, you know, even if you have a writer's block or whatever, you know, it'll come. Just be patient about it and, you know, drink a cup of coffee in between and just relax, watch a movie or do whatever. And, you know, at one point the guitar in the corner in your room is going to be like whispering in your ear, you know, play me,